Hello, this is Ryder here to review the Ryder Hero series, Kamen Rider Geats MagnumBoost form? Yeah. Alright, I think this is gonna stop eventually, but anyways, obviously this is the core final figure series of Geats and Kamen Rider to an extent. Just like with Sentai, even though Ryder was first, this new Ryder Hero series, the big significant thing is a decrease in size. So now, like what I said before, with Rita, they actually downgraded to the size of the Ultra Hero series, which I heavily prefer. But as you can see from here, they're all like different sizes. I think these two are a bit closer, but like you can, I don't know, it's honestly kind of bothersome that they're not all consistent in a way. But I mean they're roughly the same scale. So obviously the case of here we got Geats MagnumBoost. Here's his tag, just similar to the King Ultra one, just except no, it's the same thickness. It's just that this time we got the concept art for Geats MagnumBoost Ryder Hero series, and then the name, which the back and the hook. So obviously to detag it, just simply pull with all your might. You're gonna have to bite this. Alright, so I accidentally got some of my saliva on Geats, but my tooth. But alright. Here's the tag. Again. And then here is the vinyl. So obviously this is of Geats' base form, MagnumBoost. So the opposite, the upper half, we got Magnum, which is, I think for the most part, painted fine. There's definitely some parts that should be white that are just not, like these shoulder pads here. And then, obviously, with the bottom portion, we got Boost, which is kind of, we could have gotten more. And then, obviously, we got the back that's just not painted at all. The muffler is not painted. And obviously the back portions here weren't painted. I kind of would have liked that they somehow got the exhaust pipes too, but other than that, I think the head's pretty solid for the most part. It's, you know, it's just solidly painted in there. Obviously no compound effect. Again, they at least got the core look, or the core colors down. Then articulation, obviously rotation on arms and waist. So you can, I guess, play around with it and do like revolve, like you can play around and mix and match with all the other forms if you really wanted to, but obviously the buckle's just not gonna, well, I mean the buckle would be right, or the belt. Obviously it's just silver here, so like you can, like, I guess get you know, whatever like other vinyl you would want out of Geats and then just switch it for like an entry form, or you can like use these legs and put it on someone's upper body, such. Like, I don't know if you really want that playability. Again, here we go with Ace and Rita. Just because I didn't really talk about it much. I do at least appreciate they did this with Rita. But I don't know, cause like I think the case here is just like I think Rita's fine. Like I think Rita got all the core colors they needed down, especially with the King's Hotline. Obviously, this is probably the only thing really missing and such. But like obviously with Magnum Boost being mostly black, obviously this one you can tell they skimped out a lot more on it design wise. But I mean, I think it's fine and such. To which obviously I guess leads into the recommendation of it. Um, Personally, for me, oops, but I wanted a cheap representation of Geats just because it's probably one of my favorite main Rider suits we've had since Build. So, um, just to have some representation of this form that doesn't have a gimmick, you are kind of stuck with a vinyl. Did I forget to show the trans stamps? I did, but because it's like there goes Irene. Like yes, if you want to like obviously the most high quality figure of Geats MagnumBoost you're gonna get is going to be either the Soto or the figure art. But like what I said, those have gimmicks. While they do have like while the gimmick doesn't hurt the appearance, I genuinely wanted a figure that's not gonna have that overarching me of basically being like, oh look, like I have the ability to swap parts out and such, which is like obviously gonna tempt you. It's supposed to tempt the consumer to buying all the other like figures within the line to mix and match. I just didn't want to contribute to that. And plus Reckon already got the Soto. So I'm kind of left with no choice of just getting the vinyl. Because then if I get the figure art, then I have to get the figure for X then and be a hypocrite about that. Because it's kind of the sole reason why I don't have the X figure art, because it has the whole cyber armor gimmick. And it's just like, I just wanted a standalone figure. This isn't good. This is not a good final thoughts. It's cheap. And like I'll generally say, like Geats is honestly a surprising line with how proactive, like the Rider Hero series. It's actually really interesting how proactive it is because, oh, I mean, that's because the last few have just been Kamen Rider store exclusives, like Entry, Geats Beat, and Gazer. But I mean, like the fact they were still putting these, producing these, that's actually pretty impressive. Bye.